Hey, 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 it's time for Chubby Ray.
Hey everybody, welcome one, welcome all. It is time for Chubby Ray Comics Live on a Tuesday afternoon. I love it. We have an unboxing. I got an unboxing today. Crooks Bandits Comics. I got a delivery. Finally, I can finally unbox it. I finally have time today, so very excited. Very excited. I finally get to open I've had this box for a while. I finally get to open it today, so very excited. We're going to do an unboxing on today's program. Also, we have Nerdament results. Results in the Nerdament. We finished round one. Everybody's finished round one. I put most of them up. You'll find out Krakoa live on the show today. But Nerdament results are up for the Gotham City region round one, Metropolis region round one, and New York City round one. Plus, I will give you Krakoa round one results on this show. All right? Pretty interesting. It's been pretty interesting so far. We will do that today. Also, I have a question. Today. And, I love these questions. And I want to know what the omnibus or compendium is we need now. Like we mentioned yesterday, on the show yesterday, we mentioned it is bullshit that Marvel has never put out Civil War Omnibus. I mean, it's BS. We need it right now. I started thinking of some other ones. Mighty Avengers. We need Mighty Avengers. We need it now. We need an omnibus or a compendium of it. I want you guys to think about omnibus. It's past the time of waiting. It's just taken too long. So start thinking about this question. What is the omnibus or compendium we need now? I mean, this is bullshit. We need to get Iron Man Fraction. We need it now. I mean, come on. It's past the time. I'm sick and tired of waiting. Firestorm. Let's go. We need a Firestorm. We need a Firestorm omnibus. Or a Firestorm DC Finest or something. Come on. Still only 25 says Superman Bronze Age. Yes, where the hell is it? Where is it? Griffin says Uncanny X-Men by Fraction or Ed Brubaker. X-Men Legacy. Dark Avengers. Oh, yeah. Those are all great picks. Chip Crisper says, how about a Blue Beetle omnibus? Yes. PW hitting it on the head. It's criminal that we don't have a Civil War omnibus. Absolutely. Patrick says, is Marvel ever going to decide to do compendiums? It's only, I hear they are. I've been told they're going to do compendiums. I've been told that at some point this year they're going to announce a compendium. So I've heard it's coming. But come on, it's there. What are we sick of waiting for? I got to be honest. I'm with PW. I'm sick of waiting. I am sick of waiting for Civil War. When are we gonna get Civil War omnibus? This is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I mean, come on. It's just taken forever. We need this omnibus. How about Bendis Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Absolutely. Yes. Is that coming? Is that coming second half of 27? Are we going to get Bendis Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? I mean, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. We need the omnibus. I'm new to this omnibus, so I love to hear what y'all say. Ray, I'm not sure if you know, but the Omnibus Reader site, you can click on the Omni and see what issues that creator's page count. Yeah. Isn't that Omnibus? I love that Omnibus Reader site. It's one of my favorite websites. We need a Justice League International compendium. Absolutely. That'd be fun. Would love to see Wade Flash issues in a compendium. I think, DC's pretty good at figuring out. Here's what DC is doing very well, guys. I mean, I think they've done this very well. They figured out, or they have a way of figuring out what characters and what runs. They have a way of figuring out what runs we will buy both omnibus, DC Finest, and compendium in. You know what I mean? They're pretty. DC's marketing is pretty good at figuring out what we will double and triple dip in. For example, they have the Scott Snyder Batman omnibus, but they've done compendiums they're doing the compendiums of the Court of Owls. They're doing compendiums of the Faces of Death. You know what I mean? Or death of the family. So they know how to get us. You know what I mean? They know how to get us. I want, yeah. You think Marvel would start making compendiums of the stuff that's out of print? If they made a compendium of Ed Brubaker's Captain America, or if they made a compendium of the sold out stuff, they could sell the compendiums while we're waiting for the reprint. Xbox says, Flash by William Messner Loeb's Volume 2. Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. I'd love to get Black Vortex Omnibus that Bendis and Humphreys wrote. It's a fun little ride. I've never heard of it. Griffin says, I know I'd double dip for a post-crisis Batman Omni if DC's listening to me. Next Tuesday says, Ray, just wanted to let you know I support you completely and totally. I think you're a great man. Well, thank you, Next Tuesday. I think you're a great man as well. I'm not sure what I did to need support. I have no idea what I've done now. I'm surprised. I'm surprised when I find out shit that I've done, because I have no idea what I've done. And usually I haven't done anything. Oh, that's a good suggestion, Gary. We need Bronze Age Ghost Rider. Yes. Where is the Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider? We need it. Absolutely. That's what we need. DP says, I'll be hearing Ray's voice as Nightwing when he speaks, Gary. I'd love to see a Blade omnibus, but he isn't in enough stories. There's a couple of Blade Epic collections. Jonah Hex, Captain Atom would be cool, but I assume DC needs higher profiles. and All-Star Squadron. I think All-Star Squadron's coming. I think we're going to get All-Star Squadron. By the way, Griffin says he just finished X-Men by Gillen today. Griff, let me ask you. X-Men, Uncanny X-Men by Kieran Gillen. It's fantastic, right? It is really, it's one of my favorite omnibuses that I've read this year. I loved Uncanny X-Men by Kieran Gillen. The best omnibuses I read this year, Messiah Trilogy, Nightwing Volume 2, Superman New Krypton Saga, Volume 1, and then we have Uncanny X-Men by Kieran Gillen. It's fantastic. I love it. So I'd love to hear what you thought, man. I'd love to hear it. Love to hear it. Oh, I'm reading the text I just got from next Tuesday. Are you serious? Did you just get that today? You got that today? That is crazy, dude. That's crazy. That's nuts. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm so Next Tuesday. I'm sorry you're going through that, brother. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know you know, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? That's just crazy. That is insane. My heart breaks for that person, but my God, at what point, at what point do I stop effing around and let the FBI do their thing? I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Jesus. That's crazy, Tuesday. That is crazy, brother. But I don't want that to go out. That's just between us. Okay, let's see. What is an omnibus versus a compendium? Well, compendiums are soft cover. Omnibus is hardcover, and it's oversized. Compendiums are regular size, but they're usually thick. It's usually like a thick paperback is a compendium. And an omnibus is an oversized, it's just oversized. Love it. Queso says I haven't enjoyed Scott in any of these X-Men runs I've read, so I'm looking forward to Gillen's X-Men. Yeah, Kieran Gillen writes X-Men. He writes Cyclops better than anybody else. I mean, it's better than anyone. I just love the way he writes the character of Cyclops. It really, I think Kieran Gillen, he's the best writer of Cyclops, period. I think he's great. I think he is great. Casey, you need to read it. You need to read it. And Griff says, I wish Gillen did more with Emma Frost. His Sinister is probably his best character, though. I thought his writing of Cyclops was perfect. I think he was great. I think, man, I really, really enjoyed Gillen's X-Men a lot. Gillen is great. Yeah, he's a great writer. I really, really love. I'm such a fan of Kieran Gillen. I read his Uncanny X-Men, and then I read his Star Wars. I loved his Star Wars. I loved his Uncanny X-Men. I liked his Iron Man. I wasn't crazy about it, but I liked it. I liked his Iron Man. Yeah, so I thoroughly enjoy Kieran Gillen. He's one of my favorites. I look forward when I see Kieran Gillen's names on something. I look forward to reading it. I'm looking forward to the Krakoa. The X-Men Krakoa omnibus by him is coming out, and I cannot wait to get that. So I'm very excited about it. Very excited. Really enjoying 8 Billion Genies, but I've never read 8 Billion Genies. I've heard about it, and I've never read it. Never read it. All right, so we start. Should I get my? What do you guys? You guys want to see my Crooks and Bandits unboxing today? All right, let me do an unboxing. Now, this is not a massive unboxing. It's not a massive one. It's not a massive unboxing. It's a small unboxing. But I'm really excited about it. Okay. CrooksBanditsComics.com. If you are a member of the Chubbyraycomics Patreon, you get $2 off per book. If you are a member of Chubbyraycomics Patreon, you get $2 off each book. All right? $2 off. I'm unboxing this. I'm so excited. I get so excited at my unboxing. By the way, CrooksBanditsComics.com. They have the best packaging. They have the best packaging, period. Look at how they package these, all right? These books are all, everything's all, you know. My first book, Epic Collection Marvel 2-in-1. Oh, sorry, wrong camera. Epic Collection Marvel 2-in-1. Volume 4. Love it. Oh, this is great. We need Marvel 2-in-1. Marvel 2-in-1 was the thing. It was the thing teamed up with different Marvel hero every month. And it was such a great era. We need that again. Marvel 2-in-1. Let's give it to Ghost Rider. Do Ghost Rider team ups. You know what I mean? And I have another Epic collection. Fantastic Four. Heroes Reborn. This is volume 26 of Fantastic Four. Oh, I love Epic Collections. I love Epic Collections. And I actually enjoyed Jim Lee's Fantastic Four. I really enjoyed it. Okay. What else is in this small unboxing? You ready? I'm very excited about this because this is the cover I wanted. I usually don't get direct market covers, but I had to get Zeb Wells Volume 2 DM cover. I had to get this. Oh, Zeb Wells Volume 2 of his Spider-Man run. I love this cover. It is great. God, it looks perfect. Doesn't it? Oh, love it. All right, so that's my small unboxing. I told you it was tiny. It was a tiny haul for me. For me, that's a tiny haul, but there's not much that came out last week. So this is all I got. Well, I mean, I got some paperbacks too. I got, here's some paperbacks I got. Let me show you. I also got, I got Superman Unlimited, New Avengers, Batgirl, JSA, Ultimates, Punisher, Detective Comics, Nova, Ultimate Black Panther, and Superman KO. I got those paperbacks. Yeah. Josh, I am having a great day, man. My day, of course, is capped off with doing a show for so many great viewers. It makes me really happy. Really happy. Kelvin says I must have just, yeah, you missed it. It wasn't much of it. It wasn't much, but it was still great. Okay, so you guys, listen. When you go to Patreon, when you're a member of Patreon, give me your name. I need to get your name that you order books through Cooks and Bandits, so that I can get it to Adam and he can get your discount for when you buy books from him. Okay. All right. So I need you guys to get me the name that you order from, you know, so I can get it to Patrick and he's going to automatically put it into where when you guys buy it, just automatically gives you the discount. All right. So, there you go. When you go to Patreon, I'll put up a thing on Patreon to where you can do that. But I just wanted to plug Crooks and Bandits. Also, you guys, Adam is going on vacation. Adam's going on vacation. He's leaving the end of this month. So he gets the books delivered. He usually gets the books delivered. He's going to send out a mailing. He's going to send out his shipments on Saturday. He's going to send out, the last day he's shipping is Saturday morning until he gets back. He's going on vacation, and they're leaving the country, I think. I think they're going to Bahamas or somewhere. They're going somewhere. They're leaving the country. So he's sending a shipment out on Saturday, and then the next shipment he won't send out till he gets back. So I told him, I said, dude, I asked my audience, and my audience said they understood. My audience said that they understood that you, my audience completely understood that you have to get a vacation. You need a vacation. So I told him there was no worries. There was no worries. I said, you have your vacation, man. And so he said he's going to send a shipment out Monday or Saturday. Then he'll send the next one when he gets back. All right. So I just want to let you know. I wanted to let you know that is that's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. All right. I wanted you guys all to know that he's going to be on vacation. He's shipping out Saturday. You know. Anyway, so there you go. Sleepy says, do you need the email we use for Crooks and Bandits? Well, yeah, that'd be fine too. Yeah, the email you use for Crooks and Bandits is send it to me so I can send it to Adam and he can put it in. That way you'll automatically get your discounts. He's trying to make it easy to where when Patreon Chubby Ray Comics Patreon members, whenever they buy, they just automatically get $2 off per book. You know what I mean? So, we're trying to make it easy. So get me the email that you order from. Ray, have you read Zeb Wells? No, I have not. I like Gang War, though. I did like Gang War. Says, I don't like it one bit. I found it unreadable. Oh, it sucks because I've got 2 of them now that I've still got to read. Yeah, I hope they're not bad. I hope they're not bad. I like Zeb Wells Spider-Man. Awesome artists like Ed McGuinness and John Romita Jr. And you get Rec Rap and Repo. I know Zeb Wells' run started great. So I've read the beginning of his run. I really liked it. So we'll see. I'm going to read the omnibuses when I get to them chronologically. Right now I'm reading Brand New Day. Then I'll read Big Time. Then hopefully they'll do a Spider-Man worldwide omnibus. Hopefully they'll do that. And hopefully they will put that out so then I can read Nick Spencer's run. And then after Nick Spencer's run, I'll read Zeb Wells' run. At least that's the plan. So, but I have all the omnibuses. And I really like Spider-Man, so I enjoy reading them. But don't tell me that a book sucks. That's terrible. By the way, Cameron says, just finished volume 1 of Nightwing by Tom Taylor. It was so fun. Dude, it's so good. Oh, Griff says, if I like Gang War, I'll probably like the Wet. Yeah, I like Gang War. Yeah. That's awesome. Ray, will you be collecting Stephanie Phillips' Daredevil? Oh, of course. What am I? You think I'm a barbarian? Of course I'm going to read Stephanie Phillips' Daredevil. I think Stephanie, by the way, I know there are people, I read that there are people that have problem with female writers. I think that's insane. Some of the greatest writers I've ever read, Louise Simonson, Ann Nesenti, Gail Simone, were female. I love female writers. I love Stephanie Phillips. Stephanie Phillips has written some of my favorite things in the last few years. I cannot wait to read her Daredevil. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, I don't care about this gender bullshit. I don't care. You can be whatever you want. That stuff has never bothered me. I don't care what your gender is. I don't care what you think your gender is. Whatever you are comfortable being, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with whatever you are. You be you. You be you. None of that bothers me at all. I can't understand people who have an issue with it. If you are a great writer, you're just a great writer. I don't care what your gender is, or I don't care what you think your gender is. Here's what I know. You're a great writer. That's all that matters to me. I don't care about all that other stuff. It's not my life. Not my life. I think I cannot wait for Stephanie Phillips' Daredevil. And I'll get it when it comes out in paperback. It's going to be great. By the way, Xbox says I love yeah. I just think it's great. By the way, I put up some new channels in the Chubby Ray Discord, Chubby Ray Comics Discord. And I haven't gotten I've been wanting to get with Patrick. Maybe Patrick can create some more. But I put up new channels on the Discord. and I want to tell you guys about them. If you are on the Chubbyraycomics Discord, there is a what you're reading channel up. There is a best omnibus read this year. There is best snacks to eat while reading, suggestions for Chubbyraycomics Live, nominations for the 2026 Chubbies, and suggestions for categories of the 2026 Chubbies. Those are the new channels that are up. Patrick, I was wanting to get with you to put up some more, or Patrick just put some more up. It'd be great. But those are new channels on the Discord. So please feel free to use them, guys. Feel free to use those new channels. I noticed there's some people that have used the What You're Reading channel. I want to find out what you're reading. Thunder, Raul, DP, next Tuesday. Everybody's mentioned it. Put them up there. Smegster Morgan. Put them up there, man. Everybody put them up there. Let me find out what you're reading. I just love it. Best omnibus read this year. I said the top omnibus that I read were Messiah Trilogy, Nightwing, Superman New Krypton. Put yours up, guys. These are books that were released in 26. And I think I'm going to do best books I've read, period. No matter when they release, but I haven't gotten to that yet. But go use the Discord. Chubbyraycomics Discord is up, and I want you guys to use it. Please do. Gazebo says, what up, Ray? What's going on, Gazebo? How you doing, brother? I even have some of the omnibuses. I don't care that they are female writing comics. Yes, I don't care. I don't care what a person's gender is. And I don't care what a person feels their gender is. I don't care. It doesn't make a difference to me. Like, I've been a broadcaster my whole life. Okay, I broadcasted my whole life. There was one point in my life, there was someone who was gay was a really big fan of my broadcasting. And they really were a big fan of mine. And people were like, oh, how weird is it that gay guy? I'm like, I don't care. I said, the guy's a fan. I love the guy. Well, that guy says he loves you. And I said, I think I'm very complimented by that. I said, I'm very complimented. And people were like, this is like the 90s. They go, how can you be complimented by that? I go, what does it matter to me? I'm a married guy. I don't care. As long as someone likes me, that makes me feel good that someone actually likes me. I don't care what their sexual preference is. The only person that should care about what your sexual preference is you. You know what I mean? It should, why do I give a crap what your sexual preference is? The only people whose sexual preference I care about is me and my wife. Because she's the only person I have sex with. So it doesn't matter to me what everybody else's sexual preference is. What do I care? It doesn't matter one bit to me. So I've never cared. I've never cared what people, I just can't believe people get caught up in just bullshit like that. It just, I don't know. Just like, I don't care who you vote for. I don't care who you vote for. Here's whose vote I care about, mine. I don't care about yours? I don't care about yours. What do I care about what comics you like? Comics are subjective. What do I care about? I showed you my new book. I got Epic Collection Fantastic Four Heroes Reborn. Gary, I'm sorry that you have turned women gay. I'm sorry that you feel like that, buddy. Gary, I don't think you're turning people gay. I think it's just my opinion that people are either gay or not. I don't think you're turning anyone gay. But I'm sorry if you feel that way. There are people who hate Heroes Reborn. I don't care that they hate Heroes Reborn. I loved Heroes Reborn. I loved it, so I don't care. You know what I mean? It doesn't. It's not gonna. It's not gonna take one breath out of my body by having you like something that I don't like, or not like something that I do like. I can't understand how people get caught up in it. I really can't. So when I see somebody slamming a female writer just because they're female, it makes me crazy. In 2026, this is still a problem with some people. Come on, get over it. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to read Stephanie Phillips' Daredevil. Gail Simone's Batgirl is great. I love Gail Simone. I think she's fantastic. I wish Gail Simone could have had a Batman run. That's how good I think she is. I think her Uncanny X-Men run is fantastic that she's on right now. I think she's wonderful, man. I really do. I know I hear people complain about her all the time, and I'm like, I don't get it. I just like what you like, don't like what you don't like, but I don't get it because I think she's just great. I think she is great. I love Gail Simone. Absolute Wonder Woman is one of my favorite. Absolute Wonder Woman is fantastic too. Absolute Wonder Woman is unbelievable. I love Absolute Wonder Woman. That's Kelly Thompson, by the way, but she's great too. By the way, I'm big fan of her Birds of Prey as well. Big fan of her Birds of Prey. Shazbear says, I use the Comic Geeks app to try and find new comics, but I feel like sometimes I'm hesitated to try buy a series because of how critical people can be of series. You know, I learned long ago, Shaz. I learned long ago that, you know, people aren't perfect. There are some people, like if Omar recommends something, I think the world of Omar. If he recommends me something, I read it. But there are some people, they recommend something, I go, oh, okay, well, you know, doesn't mean, you know, because comics are the best recommendation is from yourself. You know what I mean? Like I read something, I know it's good. Now there are people on this show. If next Tuesday recommends something, we kind of think alike in some ways, and I'll be like, okay, he recommended it, I should read it. You know what I mean? I'm like that. When Wes would come on the show, if he recommended something, I would read it. If Patrick recommends, you know what I mean? There are people that I'm learning. There are people that I'm learning that I'm in, you know, I'm in the same groove with. So I will take their recommendations. But Shaz, you'll figure that out. You will figure that out. You know what I mean? You will figure out whose recommendations you could like and not like. When you figure that out, you'll know who to trust. Chip Christopher says, MFers are just sexist POSs. Absolutely, yes. Only answer when they make such a BS blanket statement like not liking women. I know, but there are people like that. But I listen. I try not to judge anyone. I especially don't judge people on their worst day. You know what I mean? I try not to judge anyone on their worst day. And I try not to judge anyone I try not to judge anyone on their best day or worst day. Although I'm a glasses half full guy, so I like to think people are more like their best day than their worst day. That's just me. But when somebody gives me a recommendation, if they give me a recommendation, I read it and it's not that good, I just remember and I go, all right, next time maybe I don't. Maybe I'm not so quick to listen to them. Like, for example, you guys have heard me say, I love Iron Man by Matt Fraction. I think Iron Man by Matt Fraction is exceptional. If you read Iron Man by Matt Fraction and you didn't like it, then maybe you shouldn't take my recommendations. You know what I mean? Maybe you shouldn't. Judging writers for the merits of their writing, not because of their race. Yes, absolutely. Not because of their race, sexual orientation, or religion. Don't be a dick. This is too. Yes, absolutely. I can't believe that someone says they won't read something because the writer is a female. I've heard them say, I won't read that because the writer is female. And I've heard them say, I'm not going to read that because the writer is trans. What the hell does it matter to you if someone is trans? What do you care? It doesn't, or someone is gay. I don't understand it, man. I really don't. I try not to judge people for stupidity like that, but I really don't understand it. I just don't. I don't get it. But listen, be who you are. Be who you are. I've said before, guys, I try to stay out of politics. I don't care who you vote for. The only vote I care about is mine. But I definitely know who I voted for, and I definitely know which person I think is horrible. I definitely know which politicians I think are horrible. And when I hear someone votes for them, I just think, oh my God, you know what I mean? How the hell could you vote for that? But I try not to judge people. You know what I mean? I don't judge people on their worst day. Chewy Queso says, I've taken Ray and a lot of other recommendations and have been pleasantly surprised by how great the books were. Thank you, Queso. I appreciate that. Thank you, buddy. I picked a lot of my books off your videos, Bray, because you're the first comic YouTuber I watched, and all the suggestions have been bangers. Thank you, buddy. Well, I think that means we're on the same wavelength. We're on the same wavelength. You know what I mean? NS Captain says, if I get the Fraction Iron Man's epic books, would I get most of the story? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think Fractions, I think World's Most Wanted, especially. The modern epic collection of World's Most Wanted is exceptional. You will love that story. I would be shocked if I met somebody that didn't like that story. You know. But comics are subjective, you know. Depending on your taste, it's going to be different from other people. You know, like I'm doing a video tomorrow. The video I'm recording it tonight, but it is the top 10 perfect runs. I'm doing a video of 10 comic book runs that I thought were perfect. These are runs that I strongly, strongly believe in, that I think the writer just had a great run on. You know, like, I just don't even think there are any bad parts of it. So I'm doing that video for tomorrow. That's a top 10. You might not like all 10. Actually, there'll probably be 13 because, you know, honorable mention. But, you know, take it. Take it for what it's worth. Dice says a great video today, Ray. I've said the same for DC Finest, but we need a Jay Garrick focus. Oh yeah, Jay Garrick. We do need some more Jay Garrick stuff. Red coat is perfect. Thank you, Xbox. Love it. Ray, check out Triple H Hall on Discord. It's lit. On my Discord, I'll have to check it out. Tom King must really hate Batman for how he wrote Batman. If you hate the Legion of Superheroes, Ray, I'll never curse. I don't curse anybody. Ray, I took your recommendation on red shirts. Oh, I gotta tell you, at Downtown Adam, I really like Christopher Cantwell. Christopher Cantwell is who wrote Red Shirts. I loved his Iron Man run too. I really loved his Iron Man run a lot. I enjoy Christopher Cantwell's reading. I really do. I'm a big fan of his, so yeah. Big fan. So, when you become a fan of a writer, there are some writers that are just fantastic, man. Some writers are just great. And I've learned when I get those writers that are just great that that I know to just buy anything they've written. There are guys like Jeff Johns, Joshua Williamson. You know what I mean? There are some guys that everything they write is good. They just haven't had any bad ones. I just think that those are fantastic. I think that stuff like that is fantastic. And I know when they write something, I know I'll like it. And as you get more into collecting, you'll learn who those writers are. We've talked about Kieran Gillen. If I see Kieran Gillen wrote something, I want to read it. Christopher Cantwell is becoming like that. I really like Christopher Cantwell. You know what I mean? There are some writers that I really, really like, and I'll get their stuff. You know what I mean? That's just how it becomes. And I've named some on this show: Stephanie Phillips, Gail Simone, Christopher Cantwell, Kieran Gillen, Joshua Williamson. There are some people that I really like all their stuff. But that's great. That's great. Ed Brubaker, Matt Fraction. The GOAT, Jeff Johns. I love it. Love it all. That's what comics is about. You become a fan of some creators, and you just love their stuff. I think it's great. Somebody asked if I read Dork. I have not. I want to, but I have not. As far as I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, Dork is just single issues, right? Is there do we have a Dork collected edition yet? Because you guys know me. I only like collected editions. I'm not a fan of single issues. Sleepy says Ray's recommendations haven't failed me yet. Thank you, Sleep. Appreciate it, pal. That means the world to me. Thank you, guys. Love it. Oh, there is. Oh, there's a trade. Well, I'll have to. Okay. The first Dork just came out. We'll have to get it, Xbox. I'll get it. Yeah. Xbox has it, but he hasn't read it yet. I will definitely check it out. I've heard so many good things about it. I'd love to check it out. That would be awesome. Love it, love it, love it. We are all, yes, we are. Patrick says, "What's it all dork?" I don't know. All I know about dork is people say it's good. That's what I know. Downtown Adam, new member. Downtown Adam, you're a new member, and if you're a new member, or if you're a new member, or you re-up your membership, I'm putting you in the bowl. Adam, you're getting in the bowl, brother. Congratulations. If you become a Chubbyraycomics member, then you are getting in the bowl for Avengers by Jeff Johns Omnibus. That was donated by Thunder. We're giving that's the next Omnibus giveaway. And you will get put into the cup if you re-up your membership or you are becoming a member. Downtown Adam. All right. By the way, we are now up to 5,778 subscribers. We're up to 5,778 subscribers. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that the numbers still keep increasing. We're going to get to 6,000. And when we get to 6,000, I'm giving away Jonathan Hickman, Secret Warriors. We're going to give this away. Oh, yes. I love it. Oh, yes. Downtown Adam says, "Thank you for the entry. I have to try and compete with Tuesday's 12 entries from last time." That was unbelievable. The drawing on Saturday was unbelievable. Let's go. Thank you, V-Stack. I got the dork trade for the same reason. I've just heard good things. Yeah, I got to get it because I've heard these good things. So I've got to get it, brother. Got to get it. Very excited about it. Is there anything I should read before Nightwing by Tom Taylor? No, you can start it from the beginning. You don't need, well, I mean, you have to know that Dick Grayson was Robin. You know, at one point he was Robin, and then he became Nightwing. And you have to know that he's the head of the Titans. Other than that, you don't need to know anything. And he used to date Barbara Gordon. So other than that, that's all you need to know. You can start with Taylor's Nightwing. That can be your first omnibus for Nightwing, and you'll be doing just fine. You will be doing awesome, actually. I love those omnibuses like that, where you don't need any kind of you don't need any prior information. You just read the book and it's great. I'm currently reading Star Wars Crimson Reign. And I can't remember. Oh, thank you, Thunder. Thanks, Thunder. You're the best, buddy. I can't remember who on the somebody was it. It was one of our regulars. They read all the Marvel Star Wars stuff. They read all the Marvel stuff, and they were talking about this. That's who had me first. That's why I first read War of the Bounty Hunters, and now Crimson Reign. Oh my God, they are fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. I can't remember who that was. It's probably Gary or Xbox or someone like that. It was somebody older like me. So, whoever it was, thank you. Whoever it was, thank you. I'm really enjoying it. I loved the Han Solo movie, the initial, the one that came out a few years ago. I love that movie, and this contains War of the Bounty Hunters and Crimson Reign. It contains characters from that movie. I'm really enjoying it. Shazbear says, "Are you a fan of compact?" Yeah, they're too small. I would love to read compacts. It's just I'm over 50. I'm over 50, so I can't see them very well, guys. When you get old like me and some of the other guys in the chat room, your eyes just don't work as much as they used to work. You know what I mean? The text is too small for us old guys. And I'm nearsighted, so I take off my glasses to read, and I just can't read it. They're too small. So I wish I could, because they're only like $10. It'd be awesome to pick up, it would be awesome to get for $10 a big story. You know what I mean? It would be great. Gary says I can't do compacts. Omnis are almost too small. Yeah. Absolute edition sometimes are small for me. I'm so freaking old. I just hate getting old. I just hate it. But anyway, I put up new categories. I put up new categories on the Discord. And just go ahead and try them out. Like what you're reading. Oh, I see Jack's reading some Spectre. Los is reading Peter David Hulk. Love it. That's what I'm talking about, guys. That's great. Go ahead and put a picture up. I love it. They're putting pictures up of what they're reading. You guys, that's fantastic. That's what we need. Let's go ahead and share. And Patrick, if you could think of anything if you can think of any category or any channels that could get people going, let's create them. Let's create them. Gary D says, Ray, I just ordered Dark Droids. Can't wait. Me too, brother. Cannot wait to get Dark Droids. It's going to be awesome. It is going to be awesome. Love it. I love it. Oh. Should I do some giveaways? Should we do some giveaways, guys? What do you think? Should we do, should I get some people hooked up for Avengers by Jeff Johns? Love it. Patrick says, I got some ideas, Ray. If anyone has any suggestions, definitely send a message. Love it. Yeah. You guys send a message to Patrick. Let him know. Love it. We need a Thunder Wheel. We do need a Thunder Wheel. We still have to do those All-Star. We got to do the All-Star Batman. We got to do the All-Star Batman books. I have to give these away. And we have the Thunderdome. But I wanted to wait till we got the 40 comments. Have we gotten the 40 comments on there? I have the complete All-Star Batman hardcovers to give away. By the way, my wife today again, my wife drove to Ollie's in another city. she drove to an Ollie's and bought more comics for giveaways. Isn't she great? We got Justice League Prisms hardcover, Batman and Robin Eternal. We got a Superman by Tomasi and Yang. Oh, Scott Snyder's Justice League No Justice. She found another Joker War. I love these Joker Wars to give away. And she found New 52 Deluxe Edition. These were great giveaways, so she bought more of them. It makes me happy. It makes me so happy that my wife is involved too. It makes me happy that she goes and buys giveaways for you guys. I just think it's awesome. Just read Secret War and Beta Ray Bill. Secret War, the Gabriel Delato art is amazing. And Beta Ray Bill's story and art's out of this world. Awesome, Gazebo. Love it. DC Turbo Pants says, can I get a recommendation for DC Omnibus to get? Turbo Pants, are you new? Are you new to omnibuses, or have you been getting them for a while? Let me know. You know what I mean? Let me know. Are you new to omnibuses? Because there's different recommendations. Oh, you've never gotten... Okay, so it'll be your first omnibus? Okay, get Jeff Johns' Green Lanterns. Jeff Johns' Green Lanterns, Volume 1, or Jeff Johns' Aquaman. Those are great starter omnibuses. The Jeff Johns omnibuses are the best. They are just the best. You definitely need to get those. Yeah, Green Lantern by Jeff Johns, Volume 1 will blow your mind. Yeah. Xbox says Road to No Man's Land and No Man's Land 1 and 2 are great. Yes, those are great. But Jeff Johns, Green Lantern, great starter omnibus. If you've never gotten one before, that is a perfect starter omnibus. Perfect starter omnibus, my man. And then you'll love it. And you will love it. Batman by Loeb & Sale is another great suggestion. Batman by Loeb & Sale. Justice League New 52 is great as well. I just did a video on starter omnibuses. Hey guys, just checking in. I'm at the county fair. All right, South Force. Way to go, brother. All right, let me go through Chubbyraycomics YouTube members. Chubbyraycomics YouTube members. Let's congratulations to, I'm scrolling, randomly stopping. Congratulations to Wasabi. Where has Wasabi been? I just picked Wasabi. Where's he? What the hell? What's been going on with Wasabi? Wasabi, you just got entered, brother. Wasabi just got entered. Rob Hopkins. You just got entered. And Saran Ram. Saran, you just got entered. All right. 3 random YouTube members. Now let me go to Patreon. I'm going to put 3. Let me put 3 random Patreon members in. All right. 3 random Patreon members are going in. All right. I gotta log in. I gotta log into the Chubbyraycomics Patreon. And then I'm randomly gonna select. I will randomly select 3 members. Chance Costigan. Chance, who's a free, you're a free, I can't believe I just picked a free member, but Chance, you're in, buddy. You hooked up a free Patreon account, so I'm going to put you in. I'm putting Lloyd Lloyd, you're getting in Lloyd Wagstaff. All right. So let's get Chance, Lloyd, and I'm going to the next page. And Gallandowski. All right. You guys are all in. Got Gallandowski, Lloyd Wagstaff, and Chance. You guys have all been put in. That's through Patreon. Now let's get a random streamer. All right? Did I just, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't, I should have just said Lloyd. Sorry. I should have just said Lloyd. I didn't know. Was that you, Laid Back Gamer? Was that you, brother? I'm sorry. Sorry, Laid Back Gamer. I didn't know, buddy. I just, please forgive me. Let's see. All right. Tom, you want to text me? I'm going to scroll. I'll randomly scroll. Let me randomly scroll, guys. I will randomly scroll through the comments until Tom tells me to stop. And I will land on someone, and the people above and below them will also get in. All right, Tom. 3, 2, 1. Start counting now. All right, here we go. Tom is counting. When he gets to whatever number he's counting to, he will then text me. When he texts me, I will stop scrolling. And wherever I land, that person will go in the bowl. That person will be able to go in the bowl. All right? And did I put Chip Crisper in? I got to put Chip Crisper in, too, because I noticed that he re-upped his membership. Thanks, you, brother. Thank you, brother. By the way, happy birthday, Chip Crisper. I saw it was your birthday, pal. Happy birthday, Dante. All right, let's see here. I'm scrolling till Tom texts. And then when Tom texts, I will stop scrolling. Oh, now I got to scroll back. I'm scrolling back up. I scrolled all the way to the top. Then I scrolled all the way down. Now I'm scrolling back at the top. Still waiting for Tom to text me. I hope he's not on the phone with his girlfriend, Lori, having dirty FaceTime conversations, and he's paying attention to the show. All right. Now, all the way to the top. Now I got to start scrolling back down again. Oh, Tom better be listening. I'm going till Tom text. I hope he's. I should have probably double checked to make sure he was listening before I did this. Waiting for Tom to text. I'm going to scroll down. Uh-oh, we got a text. All right, guys. Tom texted me. It says, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is choose a rando for the Rice Krispie Cup of Death. Remember, if you are discovered or captured by Onion Land, you will be dissolved. This message will self-destruct in 10 seconds. And the randos are... Let's see who are the randos. Hello, Chewy Queso. Chewy Queso. Look at that. Queso's getting in. Queso's going in. As well as, let's see, who's above? Patrick Gracie is above him. And Gary D's beneath him. All right. So, Gary D, Queso, and Patrick Gracie. All you guys are put in the bowl for Avengers by Jeff Johns Omnibus. Love it. There you go. We're filling it. We're getting the cup filled up, guys. I love it. We're getting the cup filled up. All right. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it, pal. By the way, Slapperpuss said giveaways sound good. Well, I'll do one. I'm going to do giveaway. I'll do a giveaway. I'll do a giveaway here on the show. All right. I'm going to do a giveaway. Let's give away. I love these. We're going to give away another one of these New 52 Deluxe Editions. This is DC's New 52. It's Deluxe Edition. It's the 10th Anniversary Deluxe Edition. It is a very good book, guys. I love this book is so good. I kept one for myself. My wife got these at an Ollie's of all places, but it's a great book. It's a great book. It's got all the New 52 stuff in it. It's nice, big, hardcover. It contains all the first stories from the New 52 books. All right? It's got different stories from, a bunch of New 52 books. Like Action Comics, All-Star Western, Animal Man, Aquaman, Batman, Demon Knights, Flash, Justice League Dark, Voodoo, Wonder Woman, all kinds of stuff. It's really, really good. It's very good. I'm going to give it away to the first person who calls 815-414-2125. First person to call in. The first person to call in, you will win the New 52. The New 52 Deluxe Edition. All right, let's see. Hello, you're on Chubbyraycomics.
Hello.
Who is this?
This is Jazz Bear.
It's who?
Shaz Bear.
Shaz Bear. Oh, Shaz Bear. Awesome, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Shaz Bear. I love it. Congratulations, pal. You're probably our newest community member.
Yeah, I think so.
2 days in a row, you got giveaways, brother. Good for you. Awesome. All right, you just won, buddy. Here you go. New 52
Awesome.
Deluxe Edition. Going out to you, Shaz. Love it.
Thank you.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks so much.
And thank you for calling.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Bye-bye.
I love it. Shaz Bear. He won yesterday and he won today. Brand new caller. That makes me happy. The other thing that makes me happy is I haven't sent out, or my wife hasn't sent out yesterday's book. So I'll tell her to hold off. I'm going to tell her to hold off, and then I'll send this book with Shaz Bear's other book. I love it. By the way, Russell says, I won the new 52 off Array. The spine matches great with the new 52 JLA. Oh, I bet it would. I bet it would, buddy. Yeah. By the way, Sleepy says I didn't even have time to open my phone app. Love it. That's awesome. Having your name in the cup is like a gladiator behind the gate getting ready to be fed to the lions. Why? Why is it like being ready to be? Why does it feel like you're being ready to be fed to the lions? Laid Back Gamer says, I need that Avengers omnibus. Laid Back Gamer, I'm rooting for you, buddy. I'm rooting for you, pal. Gary D, the funk's on me. Raul says, damn, I was so close. Yeah, you gotta get ready for me to do those phone calls, because I want to start taking more calls on the show. And by the way, guys, I'm gonna start the Chubbyraycomics morning show soon. That's starting very soon, and there's gonna be a lot more phone calls. I'll be taking a lot more phone calls during that show. So I'm just trying to, just trying to get you ready. You know what I mean? Just trying to get everybody ready. If you guys are ready for it. I'm thinking of like people from Europe. If I start doing a show like at 10 a.m., you know what I mean? Or 9 a.m. my time. If I start doing a show then I think some people from Europe can come in and enjoy some, they can enjoy some Chubbyraycomics. How did Shaz win? He won by calling in. He was the first person to call in. It was that easy. It was that. Lo says, I was the beeping on the call waiting. Well, sorry, man. The first one was Shaz. Way to go, Shaz. Gary D asked me what the Flash. You mean this one? The Jeff. Why? Well, because I put Avengers up and I needed a second book, and I had the Flash down in my books that I'm selling, so I just put it up there. There's no reason. I'm trying to sell the Flash. I'm trying to sell it if anybody wants it. It's Omnibus Volume 1, but it's the original printing. It's the original printing, not the reprint. So, but I just put it there. It was for no reason. I could have put up World's Finest or something else, What's the difference? There's more in the reprint. This has less than what's in the reprint. And it's a different cover. Russell says, my job lets me keep a small speaker. If you do a morning show, I'll buy one and listen. Awesome, brother. That's awesome. I think that's great. And like I said, when I do it, it's probably going to be around 10 Eastern. It'll probably be around 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a short Chubby Ray Comics morning show, and then I'm doing my afternoon show every day. That's the plan, Stan. That is the plan. I'm thinking about it. Hopefully, hopefully I get some viewers. I hope I get viewers. So that's what I'm thinking. I mean, if I only get a handful of viewers, it's not going to be worth my time, but I'll be at work, so I'll be able to listen. That's awesome, dude. That's great. So Jack Solo listen or watch. That's great. I think it's good. You guys, I love doing this show. Patrick says, I'll be there. When is it? Dude, I haven't decided when it's coming, but it's coming very soon. I haven't decided when it's actually starting, but I will start one very soon. Downtown Adam says that'll be 7 o'clock my time. A morning show would be great to listen to on my daily commute. That's awesome, brother. Gary says I'll be there at 10. That's awesome, brother. Works for me. That's when I'm normally at the gym. Way to go. Yeah, so I'm thinking of jumping on and doing a short morning show for Chubby Ray Comics. Then I'll do my afternoon show. I know there are people that want me to just go away, but unfortunately, that ain't going to happen. That's not going to happen. Chubby Ray comics are just like actual comics. People want them to go away, but I'm sorry. Comics aren't going anywhere. Comics aren't going anywhere. They're going to stay. What will be the difference in shows? I keep the afternoon. The afternoon shows are planned out. The morning shows will be more off the top of my head. Yeah, I plan the afternoon shows like before the show. I came up with what omnibus or compendium are you sick of waiting for? What do we need right now? I came up with that question yesterday. There won't be a question unless it's off the top of my head in the morning show. The morning show is just going to be more spur of the moment. You know what I mean? That'll be the biggest difference. Patrick says I'd love to start my morning with Chubby Ray Life. Awesome. Yeah. Well, it's going to be coming. It's coming soon, guys. Don't do a morning show. It will interfere with my new morning prayer at a slip. Oh, for God. LP. Oh. Leave it to LP. He always finds a way to turn whatever nice thing I'm trying to do into something foul. Will the shirt be unbuttoned for the morning show? The shirt, you guys, the level of my shirt unbuttonness has to do with the level of air conditioner in my house. When my shirt's unbuttoned like this, that means my wife has the house where I like it, nice and warm. When I have it buttoned like I am today, where it's buttoned up, it's because my house is too freaking cold. My wife, she keeps the air conditioner on like in the 60s. Like it's too cold. For me, I would be fine with 74. You know what I mean? I don't need a super cold house. So there you go. I like when it's warm, I unbutton. So, chances are it'll probably be cold in the morning. Usually in the afternoon it's warm, but she left the air running, In fact, hold on. I need to turn my air up. That's a good. Thank you, Queso. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to turn my air up, everybody. I got to turn it up because it's too damn cold. There we go. I just turned the air up. I just turned the air up to 74 degrees. Thank God. The house, you guys. Are any of you guys close to my age? You're married guys? Is your wife like mine? Where she just cannot tolerate heat anymore. My wife grew up in Texas, by the way. She grew up in Texas. She grew up in Texas wearing a bikini and hanging out on the beach every day. That was my wife. She was in a bikini and on the beach every day. Every day. Now, she gets so warm. She has the air conditioner in the 60s. In the 60s every day. You guys, I freeze to death. Laidback Gamer says, I'm 45, she's 36. She freezes me out all year. Yes. My wife loves, but I don't, you notice, but I don't complain. I don't complain. I love my wife. If it's going to make her happy to have the house cold, she can keep the house cold. The only thing that makes me angry is when she leaves the house, she leaves the air conditioning. She leaves the air conditioning on 60 some odd degrees. I'm like, if you're not going to be here, you know, Ray saying he doesn't complain while he's complaining. Well, she's not here. So, you know, what's up, DC Crane? How you doing, brother? If she's leaving the house, she turns the air on like 68 and leaves. I'm like, why did you turn the air down to leave? When you're gone, I like it warm, so don't touch it. You know, so either turn it up. I just got to learn to get off my butt. When she's gone, I'm going to start turning it up. And I will use, if I don't see my t-shirt, my shirt buttoned down, I'll know. If my t-shirt's not, or my button shirt is not buttoned down, I'll know it's too cold. She wants you to keep your clothes on. No, it should be, the house should be, I don't know. I grew up really poor. When I grew up, we didn't have air conditioning. So in Illinois summer, I grew up in South Central Illinois, which is closer to St. Louis than Chicago. All right. That's where I grew up. In August in South Central Illinois might be the hottest place on earth. It is so humid. It's so humid and it's so hot. It literally every day feels like it's 100 plus. That's August in South Central Illinois, and August in St. Louis the same way. That's just how it is. So it gets very hot this time of year. When I was a kid, we didn't have air conditioning. You know what I mean? I grew up really poor, and I grew up in a bad side of town where we don't have a lot of insulation. You know what I mean? So I was used to not having air conditioning. So for me, 85 was comfortable. But my wife needs it in the 60s. Next Tuesday says, I'm basically already married. I have the AC set at 62. The second I turn my head, no fail, She turns up the temperature. It's infuriating. Next Tuesday, you should live with my wife. It sounds like you should live with my wife, and I should live with yours. Because my wife has to have that air in the 60s. I would be fine. I would be fine with it being in the 70s. Yeah. I love her, whatever she wants. She can have whatever she wants. And my wife's great. You know, she's great. I was just bragging. I was just bragging about how she was buying books for the community. I love her to death. But my God, the temperature drives me crazy. Super chat, love it. Super chat. DC Crane, the Crisis on Infinite Earths I won came in the mail today. Thanks so much, Ray. Ordered Civil War coming tomorrow, and he's very excited about the book club. I can't wait. You're going to love it. DC Crane, you're going in, buddy. Hold on. Let me put DC Crane. I'm going to put you in. DC Crane, I appreciate the super chat. I don't want you guys to think you have to pay to get in the cup. I'm putting DC Crane in because your comment, brother. I just love your comment. You're in for the Avengers drawing. But I thank you for the super chat. And thank you so much for the comment. I just love it. I'm glad. I am glad you're joining the book club. I know that I'm ready to read mine. I pulled out my deluxe edition yesterday. I cannot wait to read it again. By the way, Comic Wife Swap sounds like a new show. Yeah. Well, I think there's a bit of an age difference between next Tuesday. Next Tuesday's early 40s, right? You're early 40s, aren't you, Tuesday? Or he's late 30s, early 40s, and I'm basically late 50s, so there probably is a big age difference, you know. If I had to live with another woman as young as Tuesday's, it'd probably be like living with my daughter. My daughter's 20. My daughter's 24, so he's 41. Yeah, so I imagine your girlfriend is probably not that old. Myers has just read. Meyer, you need to be in the book club. Wow, you need to be in the book club, Meyer. Gary says, you have to pay to win bigger omnibus. I never got my money. No, you don't have to pay to win. You don't have to pay to win. You never have to pay to win. Nope. I don't believe in that. That would be like a lottery, and I don't do lotteries. Nope. I try to keep it as random as possible, guys. You know how it is. By the way, hats off to Xbox. Was it Xbox who was trying to talk Christina to coming back during the comic show? She used to pop in every once in a while. I wish she'd come back. But I want to thank Xbox was trying to talk her into coming back. Does anybody know what's happened to Phenomenal AC? I don't know what's happening to AC. I haven't seen him for a while. Does anybody know what's going on? Does anybody know what's going on the book club poll? All right. Let me tell you about the book club poll. The book club poll right now, leading is Under the Red Hood, has 41% of the vote, followed by The Long Halloween, and then there is a three-way tie between Year One, Hush, and Black Mirror. So go to Chubbyraycomics.com. Go to Chubbyraycomics.com and vote in the Batman book poll. Vote now. so we can determine what the Batman book poll is going to be. Now, next Thursday, a week from this Thursday, is going to be Civil War Book Club. Civil War Book Club, all right? All right, Xbox says AC is working long hours. Poor AC. I miss him. He used to be on every show. And what happened to Wasabi? Is Wasabi back at school? Is he school aged? Isn't he going to college or something? So I wonder what happened to Wasabi. By the way, Jack Solo says, I still can't believe I'm the only one to vote for Death in the Family. Yeah, that's crazy. Death in the Family is a great book. Long hours equal more omnibuses. I'm all for that. Laidback Gamer says, I got to order Civil War now. Civil War is so good, man. It is. There are some people that don't like the book, and that's cool. You don't have to like it. But I got to tell you, I love Civil War is one of my favorite stories. I love it. Yeah, so go there, and we will decide the book club not next week, but the week after. The poll will stop. The week after. Next week is what? The 20 something. So the next week will be the first week of September is when we will determine what book is going to win our month of Batman book club. All right. Right now it is Under the Red Hood. It's Under the Red Hood right now. But then it's followed by Long Halloween. So those are the top two. But go ahead and vote, guys. Go ahead and vote. Wasabi did not start middle school. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but somebody tell him he got in the cup. So, because he's still a member, so he got in the cup. Ray didn't do anything. How dare you? I didn't do anything. V-Stack says it's hard to vote. I know it is, but you got to choose one. Pick. You got to choose one so we know what to read. We know what to read, man. Wasabi is not starting elementary school. That's wrong. That's wrong. I think he might be college age. I think, but I might be wrong. Los Master says he's ready for book club, book read, some opinions formed. I'm assuming we're going to have Los Master, Raul next Tuesday for sure on the book club. I want to know who else. You can go to the Discord and let me know if if you will be on book club. Let me know so I know who to send the invites out to next Thursday. I cannot wait, guys. Thunder's going to be there. Awesome. I love it. I love those book club guys. And I love it when everybody has an opinion. I think those are the best book clubs. I really do. Those are the best ones. And I'm really looking forward to Civil War because we might have people that don't like it. And I would love to hear because I love it. I'd love to hear from people who don't like it. I'd love to hear their reasonings why. You know what I mean? That's why I love book club. I just love it. Xbox should be there. Awesome, Xbox. Cool, buddy. That'd be awesome. Russell says, I love to see the regulars of the book club. Yeah, it's book club. Book club is kind of like, this might be too old for some of you guys, but Oh, DC Crane's going to be there too. Awesome, brother. Book club's kind of like, this might be old, too old for some of you guys. It's kind of like Match Game. For those of you old enough to remember the Match Game, next Tuesday is like the Richard Dawson, you know. Master is kind of like the Brett, what's her name? You know, there's always the regulars, you know what I mean? And Raw's like Charles Nelson Riley. And we got the people who are there every month. You got those regulars. And I love we bring in new people. Oh, you guys, I think it's great. I'm such a fan of book club. I'd love to get a full 10 people on. That would be awesome. I'd love to get 10 people on. Because I love book club. I love it. Wasn't Richard Dawson? Yeah, Richard Dawson eventually went on to host the Family Feud. Yep. You guys, there's a show called Match Game that was on in the 70s, though, it was such a great show. Oh, Chewy Queso's in. Love it. Oh, love it. If we could get 10 people in, Patrick's going in. Oh, yes. If we get 10 people in, that would be awesome, you guys. That would be great. 10 people in book club would be fantastic. That would make me so happy. It would be great. And it is Batman month. It is Batman month. Oh, that'd be awesome. Very happy. All right. So, what else did I want to get done? I did some lineups for giveaways. I gave away New 52. We added new Discord channels. Patrick said he just added another one. Awesome. Awesome. I love when we're adding new. I love adding new channels. I just think that's great. I think that's great. Oh, I see Tom added his Spider-Man book. That's awesome, Tom. Thanks, buddy. Is Squints going to get in? He was in the last book club. It'd be nice if we get Squints in. Here we go. Best DC Omnibus 2026. Awesome. That's a great category, Patrick. Yes. I love it. That is a great category. I love it. We're now adding more rooms to Discord, you guys. Perfect. That is perfect. Love it. What time is book club? Book club will be at 5 p.m. Central or 6 p.m. Eastern next Thursday. That's what time it's going to be going. And all of us, there'll be 10 little boxes. I'll put 10 little boxes on the screen. And everybody gets their little box. There'll be people in boxes, all around me. And we'll talk about the book. It's going to be awesome. Love it. I just love it, guys. So it's going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern next Thursday. That is the Civil War. Marvel Civil War is the book club. Read the book and join us for book club. We would love it if you would join us. I'm doing my video of perfect comic runs. I'm recording the video right after the show today is when I'm recording it. And I'm very excited about it, guys. I'm very excited about it. There are runs in comics. No, you don't have to read any tie-ins, just the main story. You can if you want to, but you don't have to read tie-ins. No. You don't have to read tie-ins. I'm very Downtown Abs, as he was thinking, well, it is kind of like the Brady Bunch, yeah. Or Hollywood Squares. Glenn wants to know, good question, Glenn. Is it necessary to read Superman Exile before, or you can just jump into Brainiac Reborn? You can just start with Brainiac Reborn, Glenn, and you'll be fine, buddy. You will be fine. Yeah, and there are some really good stories of Brainiac Reborn. There really are some fantastic stories. There's a story in there called Dark Knight over Metropolis, which I love. I love Dark Knight over Metropolis, guys. It's one of my favorite all-time DC stories. I'm such a fan. Such a fan. And I just love that, more people are experiencing it because of Superman Brainiac Reborn. Now, when Brainiac Reborn was going on, that was when they had all of the Superman books. They had Superman, Adventures of Superman, Man of Steel, and Action Comics. They started having all the books go into each other. And they did it for a while, and then they decided to create the Triangle era. But Brainiac Reborn is when they were doing it. So all those stories ran into each other, and then they made it official with Triangle era. So Brainiac Reborn goes right into the Triangle era. So you go Brainiac Reborn, and then Triangle era 1, 2, and 3. Triangle era Volume 3 comes out. That's coming out? End of this month or beginning of next month, right? That's coming out very soon. Carl's back. What's going on, Carl? Carl's finally back in the chat room. Way to go. Thank you, Carl. We'll take that super chat, buddy. Yeah, the 1990s were such a great era for Superman. I was getting singles then. And every week I'd go to the comic store and I would get a Superman single, and I knew that it would pick up right where the last one left off. That was what was great about Superman. So you got a new comic every single week. Every week you get a new comic. And Superman had them all going right into each other, and they all came out every week. One week would be Superman. Next week would be Adventures of Superman. Then it'd be Action Comics. It'd be Man of Steel. And they all connected. And it was great. Tyrone says, got that Nightwing Volume 1. Thanks, Jeff. Tyrone, awesome, brother. I love it. I love it. Triangle era comes out at 1st of September. Love it. I love it. Jay Grimmer says, I'm wearing my Action Comics 23 shirt right now. Dude, that's awesome. The 90s were the best era for Superman. They really were. Every single week you got a new book. The Triangle era has at least 7 more Omnis. Do you guys think next in fall of 27 is when we're going to get the next Triangle era? Like we're getting Triangle era. Basically, I mean, after Labor Day is fall, right? Isn't that what they consider fall? Is after Labor Day? Although technically I think it's later. But I think they consider that fall. So in fall of 27, do you guys think we're getting Triangle Era Volume 4? Because I definitely think we are. I'm surprised. I'm surprised we're not getting it. I thought we'd get it in the spring of 27. We'd get Triangle Era Volume 4, but DC has not announced it yet. Thunder and Carl says, I'm hoping for 2 per year. Thunder says, I bet it'll be 2. Well, DC announced the full slate from January to June or January to July. And I didn't see a Triangle Era book in there. Now they can put out a Triangle Era book in like September, or maybe even, I guess they could put one out in like August and December. They could, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Any recommendations on the Flash Barry Allen? Flash Barry Allen omnibus, yes. Joshua Williamson. Get a Joshua Williamson omnibus. Joshua Williamson Flash omnibuses are amazing. His Rebirth run was exceptional. I love the Joshua Williamson Rebirth run. Yeah, that's my recommendation, Tyrone. A lot of the DC stuff has never been collected before. I know. The Triangle Era, just perfection. Should be one omnibus every 3 months for the amount of corners in a triangle. I know, right? All right. D Crazy says, I'm still surprised they haven't put out a Johns Busick Superman omnibus. Definitely my most wanted for Superman omnibuses. I'm shocked, you guys. I'm shocked they haven't put out Superman New Krypton Saga Volume 2. I love the New Krypton Saga. It's one of my favorite omnibuses that came out this year. It is my third favorite omnibus that came out in 26. I love that omnibus. When are they going to put out Volume 2? I hope they announce it for next year. I really do. But we're not, I mean, what did they announce? The only thing they announced was a Superman Elseworlds, right? That's all they announced. We need Superman Bronze Age. We need Superman Triangle Era Volume 4 and 5. We need Superman New Krypton Saga Volume 2. They're doing Superman Our Worlds at War Volume 2. That's coming out this fall. But next year, we've only got the one Superman, right? Unless I'm missing one. I think we've only got one Superman coming out. And that's Superman Elseworlds. Is that right? I mean, there's a Superman Silver Age omnibus, but that's coming out this fall. So we got Superman Our Worlds at War, Superman Silver Age. But I'm looking ahead to 27. Let me look for Superman omnibuses starting in 27. Here we go. Superman by Philip Kennedy Johnson. All right, that's coming out. Volume 2. That's going to be great. I'm excited. And Superman Elseworlds. All right, so there's two Superman omnibuses coming out in 27 so far. All right, that's good. Well, 2's good. 2 makes me feel a lot better. Because I thought they were going light on Superman. Laidback Gamer says, what Superman omnibus do you recommend to a person who's not a big fan of Superman? I really like the New Krypton Saga. I like the New Krypton Saga a lot. I like Philip Kennedy Johnson Volume 1 because it's the whole War World saga, which is very good. That's very entertaining. The Dan Jurgens omnibus is fun. And you can't go wrong with the Triangle era, but I think if you're a new reader who's never read it before, I think New Krypton Saga Volume 1, and New Krypton Saga Volume 1 is going for a pretty good price right now. You know what I mean? It's going for a really good price. So, you know, or Brainiac Reborn. Although Brainiac Reborn's not going for a good price yet, but yeah. It's not price recommended. The new Krypton Saga and Dan Jurgens Volume 1 are both going for good prices. So I'm actually thinking about your wallet when I make the recommendation. But I think you'd like it just because the new Krypton Saga is Superman, Supergirl, Mon-El. There's so many great parts to it. And Crooks and Bandits Comics can probably order Superman omnibuses for people that need them. I was able to pick up Triangle Era Volume 1, brand new, still sealed. Are you serious? For $20? Oh my God, that's highway robbery. How could you pick that up for $20? Oh, you should be thrown in jail. Oh my God. That is highway robbery, brother. I mean, good for you. Good for you. Oh my God. That would be unbelievable to get a deal. I've never gotten a deal like that. Death and Life of Superman omnibus. Start reading there. Yeah, Carl's right. You're reading Death and Life and Death of Superman's awesome. Or Death and Return of Superman is great. Good day, Omnibo. How are you, buddy? Good old Omnibo. Yeah, Carl, that's a great recommendation, brother. Yeah, if you guys, if you go to crooksandbandits.com, you will see you'll see a contact. Just contact Adam. Just send him an email and say, hey, could you get this for me? And he'll let you know if he can get it. A lot of times, if a book's not on his page, he can order it for you. He can order it. It's very, very easy. Very easy, buddy. Hog Girl versus Zatanna. Who for the win? Oh, yes. Oh, man. I don't know that one. I don't know. Damn. All right, last thing I wanted to do today was I wanted to give you the matchups for Krakoa Region Volume 2. Are you guys ready? Now, the matchups for Gotham City Region Volume 1 and Metropolis Region Volume 1 and New York City Region 1 they're already up on the Chubbyraycomics YouTube page. All those are up. Now I'm going to give you the round 2 matchups from Krakoa. Are you ready? This is who has won the Krakoa rounds. All right? Wolverine versus Cable. Wolverine was the winner. Wolverine will be taking on Captain Marvel, who beat Magic in round 2. Cyclops defeated Moon Knight. And Cyclops will be taking on Reed Richards. Even though I think Reed Richards is losing, I love Reed Richards. No, I'm probably gonna pick Magneto. I'll probably pick Magneto, but it should have been Reed Richards. I cannot believe you guys voted for Magneto. You don't think Reed Richards has the brains to stop Magneto? Come on. Magneto's a bad guy. Reed Richards is Reed Richards. Good Lord. Yeah, so Magneto will take on Cyclops. Doctor Strange, who defeated Black Panther, will be taking on Iron Man. Rogue, who defeated... Boy, it's a bad tournament for the Fantastic Four. Rogue defeated Invisible Woman. She will be taking on the Hulk. So there you go. Those are your matchups for round 2 of Krakoa region. All right? I will put those up on the Chubbyraycomics YouTube page for you guys to vote. Everybody vote. Everybody vote. By the way, Shaz Bear wants to know why it was called the Triangle Era. Well, I'm glad you asked, Shaz Bear. Because there were 4 Superman books. There was Superman, Age of Superman, Action Comics, and Man of Steel, all right? There were 4 books. And they decided they would put a triangle. They would put a triangle that looked like this. They would put a triangle on every book, and every triangle had a number in it. Like it would say triangle 21. All right? And then on the next book, it would have a triangle 22. And that's how you knew what order to read the books in, was by the triangle. That's why they call it the Triangle Era. Because they put the triangles on the books. So it's that simple. It is that simple. It's that simple. That's why it's called the Triangle Era. And the books are awesome. The books are awesome. It is a great 1990 Superman, such a great era. And you'll love it. You will love it. Thunder says, when's the next Thunderdome? Well, let's do a Thunderdome. We'll do one tomorrow, Thunder. What do you think? You want to do one? We'll do a Thunderdome tomorrow. We will do a Thunderdome tomorrow, I promise. We got to wrap. I just looked at the time. We got to wrap the show. All right, guys, I got to wrap up because it's getting late. And I've got to record my video that's coming out. It's coming out for members tonight. And it is coming out for everybody tomorrow. By the way, the artwork for tomorrow's video, you guys want to see it? Here's the artwork. Top 10 perfect comic book runs. And you see a couple of books there. That'll give you an idea of what we're going to be talking about. Tyrone says, Wonder Woman recommendation. No problem, man. Here is Wonder Woman recommendation. Greg Rucka Omnibus. Wonder Woman Omnibus by Greg Rucka. Definitely recommended, buddy. Get that. That's my favorite Wonder Woman Omnibus. Greg Rucka's Wonder Woman. The first story arc contains a fight between Wonder Woman and Batman, where Wonder Woman beats him so bad she puts her foot on his head and tells him stay down while her foot is on top of her head. I'm telling you, it is one of the most, it is such a great story. That's how it opens. That's the first story arc. Greg Rucka Wonder Woman is great. There's a second Greg Rucka omnibus coming out. The Rebirth era is coming out. Greg Rucka Wonder Woman is fantastic. All right, so there we go. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. I want to thank all you guys for watching today. Please come back tomorrow. Join me. We're going to talk comics again. I love talking comics with you guys. It always makes me happy. It makes my day. I hope that my streams also make your days. By the way, Chubby Ray Comics morning show will be starting soon. All right? Downtown Adam says, do you need to be present during the drawings to win? No, you don't have to be present. You don't have to be present. Especially when we do the Rice Krispie Cups, because I'll pull one out, they'll get thrown in the garbage until there's one left. And when there's one left, like for example, I pull all them out, say the one left is Gary D. That means Gary D would win. Now, this is not Gary D winning, but that's what it would be. It's whoever's left. Yes, next Tuesday we will. And next Tuesday is going to be my co-host on the morning show. Next Tuesday will be my co-host on the Chubby Ray Comics morning show, right? I love it. I can't wait. We'll be starting it soon, guys. We will be starting it soon. All right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Chubby Ray Comics Live will return. I will see you then. You guys have a great rest of your Tuesday night. I love you all and take care. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.